Celebs are just normal people, sort of like the rest of us, and that means not all of them want the same things. Marriage is just one of those things. These single stars and couples haven't gone down the aisle, and that's just fine with them. Oprah Winfrey and her longtime boyfriend Stedman Graham have been together since 1986, and as she revealed on an episode of Super Soul Sunday, Graham even proposed to her once, but she didn't say yes.
The moment he asked me to marry him, I was like, oh God. Now I actually have to get married.
In 2012, the actress and media mogul explained to NDTV why she didn't want to tie the proverbial knot.
I never got married because I live in a country and a culture that allows me to have the choice.
Still wondering why Oprah won't walk down the aisle? She'll happily spell it out for you.
I really am my own woman, and I don't really conform very well to other people's ideas.
Despite being one of Hollywood's biggest heartthrobs of the 90s, Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't seem to be in any rush to get married. In 2016, he told Parade, "That time will come when that time comes. The truth is, you can't predict marriage. You can't plan it. It's just going to happen when it happens." Of course, marriage might happen when he finally decides on just one swimsuit model for the long haul. In 2014, he told MSS Magazine,
"I think everybody eventually, not everybody, but I think that, eventually when the time is right. Absolutely, yeah."
Hey, if George Clooney can settle down, anything is possible. Stuart Townsend and Charlize Theron dated from 2002 to 2011, but they never married, and Theron reportedly isn't too keen on marriage. Sharing her views on marriage equality in 2011, she told Piers Morgan Tonight,
"I'll be the first to say here on your show, marriage, before I felt this way about this issue, was never something that was important."
She had a change of heart in December 2014 when she got engaged to Sean Penn after a year of dating, but they split 6 months later. Their breakup was reportedly rather contentious, so who knows if she'll ever want to walk down the aisle now? Sounds like probably not.
The actual ceremony is not something that's important to me, but I see the importance for other people.
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn have been together for 33 years and even have a son, but they've never tied the knot. In 1991, Hawn was more than happy to explain the reason why to Oprah.
If you leave the door open, you'll never walk out of it. Sometimes if you close the door and there's a sense of finality, that a lot of things happen to people.
Sounds like she's not exactly a big fan of lavish wedding ceremonies either.
This whole thing of spending millions and thousands or whatever it is people spend, however they got of weddings, I just think I'd rather take that money and give it to abused children.
As she told Loose Women in 2015, combining love and money really just puts a bad taste in her mouth, okay?
It's ridiculous to be based, your relationship on money. And money can destroy people. It really can.
Before their breakup in 2009, Susan Sarandon and Tim Robbins were together for 23 years and had 2 sons. It sounds like marriage was never in the cards for either of them, but it was ultimately Sarandon's choice. In 2010, she told The Telegraph, "I've always liked the idea of choosing to be with somebody. I thought that if you didn't get married, you wouldn't take each other for granted as easily." She put it another way during an appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show in 2002.
People tend to treat you as a couple and you lose your individuality, and there's something great about knowing that when you wake up in the morning, you're there because you've chosen to be there.
Before they split up in 2017, Jennifer Hudson was in a relationship with former wrestler David Otunga for 10 years. Prior to their breakup and Hudson's protective order against Otunga, the two were engaged for some time. Asked why the couple still hadn't married after 10 years despite having a kid, Hudson told Wendy Williams in 2014,
"My thing is, once I get married, I don't believe in divorce. And so when I get married, it's for good."
When Williams pointed out that having a kid and being together for almost a decade goes well beyond baby steps, Hudson explained,
"That's my definition of baby steps, baby. You gotta understand.
I'm gonna let it go.